Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Eric, and today I want to talk about all the steps and processes that our office follows when we're doing porcelain veneers or a smile makeover. So step one is always to have a consultation where we can discuss what you're looking to accomplish and what your desires are in your new smile. So that's most important. We're also going to do a comprehensive exam to make sure you're a good candidate. So we want to make sure that the teeth are healthy, there's no infection. We're going to be taking a series of records that day on day one, which is essentially photographs, some x-rays, and digital scans. Now that information is really important because it allows us to create what's called a digital smile simulation, which we use specialized software to allow us to do a preview of what your smile will look like in real time before and after. So it's really neat, and it allows our patients to kind of have a little bit more peace of mind and make a better decision knowing what they could look like if they were to recreate, their smile. So it's really a neat step. After we come up with a game plan based on the simulation, typically our patients will meet with a treatment coordinator and she can help answer any questions they might have. Now, once you decide what treatment option you choose or how many teeth we're doing, we then, behind the scenes, we will create what's called a digital smile design. And essentially what that is it's a blueprint that tells us what we're going to be doing throughout each step. It kind of guides us from the very beginning to the very end. It's kind of like building a house. It's our blueprint. So the digital smile design is very important. So once we come up with that blueprint, we're now going to bring you in and we're going to have what we call preparation day, which is the day that, we numb you up, reshape the teeth as needed. And, some patients will get oral sedation or laughing gas if they're nervous, but typically we don't need that. But the blueprint is really important because it helps us preserve as much tooth structure as possible. So if we know we're like lengthening teeth, for example, we know we don't need to shorten the teeth in order to put the veneers on. So that's one step that really helps us set ourselves apart from other places, where by having this digital blueprint, we get to save as much tooth structure as possible so people don't have to worry about, are they going to shave all my teeth down or not? At the end of that day, we are going to use that blueprint to give you a trial smile, which basically means you're going to be leaving with a set of temporary veneers that you get to go home and talk, eat, look in the mirror, and really see how you like the new shape that we chose together. Because before we make that blueprint, we'll make those decisions together. And presuming you love the way the temporaries are, we can then proceed to fabrication of the finals. If at any point in time we decide we're not happy with the temporaries and we want to make changes, we make those changes in the temporary phase before we even start the finals. Once we've approved the temporaries, it takes the lab about 4 weeks to make the finals. Now, the lab is going to make them all custom based off of the color, shape, and texture that we choose. And when they come back from the lab, we already know that we're 95% of the way there. We now just need to verify the way things look. So we do try the permanents in with what's called a try-in paste to really make sure you like the way the finals look before we cement them in. So it's kind of like our last final step of, making sure that everything is perfect before we glue them in. Presuming you say, you know what, I love the way things look, we then permanently cement them in and we're off. And we'll typically let you come back in about 2 weeks after the finals are cemented. That way we're verifying that the bite is perfect. And we also bring you in and do our photo studios that day. And that's really, one of our favorite days when we get to see a patient's new smile for the first time after, they've been wearing it, and you can really see the changes in a person. So we do take a lot of steps and we follow some pretty stringent protocols, but I find that by following them, we've had really great success and our patients really love their smile. And if you're going through veneers or smile makeover, we really make sure you love your smile. So it's worth the extra effort. So hope this helps. Thanks.